All right, Harry. I wanted to create all kinds of graphics and so forth and so on, but I am so swamped this week coming back from a vacation that I'm just gonna cut a video here, mouse explanation, verbal, and I'm sure you'll get most of what I'm trying to say. I just want to get the ball rolling and get this project underway. So this is the present login page. This is what we're talking about. Um, First of all, this message center up on the right. I'm kind of two minds here. I like the fact that it's displayed on the page, but if you find with the new construction that this could just barely be a link that will take us to a sub page. Another page will open so that they can click on different messages or see the same, scrolling message board element, if you will. I just think sometimes this might look a little cluttered, but I could also see an advantage in sort of having it right there as they log in, they see it immediately. But from a design perspective, if we want to create this message center up top, and it could then say kind of in parentheses or kind of dot dot dot, troubleshooting, announcements, key announcements, troubleshooting, so they know what the message center is about. So there's that. But that's really, I want to keep all the functionality the same. I'd like to know that the PDF files can be all combined as we have on top. But here's my main crux because I really want to create kind of a full multi-sensory experience, if you will. I've got the audio files. They're a bit of a hit, actually. Many clients love the audio files now. So, let me hold on a second here. I'm going to click to listen, and I don't want this to be okay. I'm not going to listen. All right. So, you know, there is a way, and I don't know why it's not showing up here. Click to listen. Okay, I'm going to click to. No, that didn't do it. I know there's a way. If I right click, save audio as. Okay, this whole right click feature, I'd like it to be, I'd like it to be a little bit more visually user friendly. So for instance, when I play it here, it plays, but I have no way of like scrolling across. Is there another player interface that you can embed that's a little bit more, upscale? In other words, you'll see if this is a 2-minute video, as they get 30 seconds into it and they want to hear another key point I'm making, they can scroll back 10 seconds and listen to it again. That would be great. Secondly, I know, that I can, for instance, right click and save audio as. I can actually download the audio, but it would be nice if it was right there. I had a download button, boom, I could click, and they could actually download it onto their devices or onto their desktop. That would also be nice. This click to hide, I think that's good now. Click to listen. It would be nice if, for instance, this with this March, and I guess I'm speaking out loud here, and I apologize for the rambling, but if we do eliminate this message center, and just create a separate page for it so they can click on it up at the top and then read all the stuff. Then we could stretch this whole thing across the page. In other words, we could have a short-term audio that would actually show the full audio player, for instance. It also would show the download if you wanted to download it. The same would be true with the long-term audio link. It would be more in the middle of the page, if you will. And then finally with the video link, which I haven't really made use of yet, but I like the functionality of it. I like knowing it's there. So I guess what I'm asking for with the video is that it's fully visual, it's fully available right out of the gates. You don't really have to click to listen, click to hide. That would be nice. Here's what really spawned this though, is that when you click on the image, or I'm sorry, the newsletter itself, the PDF file, you click on it, it opens. Now I'm guessing that didn't download. It just opened into another window, which I can see here. Yeah, so it did not download. Download here is upper right, which is great. Is there any way, and I know this is more of a PDF functionality with a window that just opened, but what I'm really looking for is they open the newsletter, and then somewhere here, anywhere on this page, that's prominently displayed is listen to the sound file, the very same sound file. So maybe when I back up to here. Maybe, for instance, I'm just thinking out loud here, and I'll let you think on this if you like. Maybe this isn't really visually displayed here, but when you click on it, it's somewhere in here. What I'm shooting for is that they can watch the newsletter and listen to the sound file at the same time. Now it's easy for me to grab this and put it onto another screen. I usually work with 3 different screens. So, but most people, most of my clients are one screen laptop. In fact, I don't know what the exact percentage is, but I'm guessing at least a third of my clientele do this on their smartphones. When they're on the go, when they're in their cars, or even when they're at home sitting on the couch watching television, they will use their smartphones now. So having the functionality of opening this file up visually and simultaneously being able to click the sound file and listen to it. Because in the sound file itself, I'm always referring to the newsletter. I'm always like, if you scroll to page 2, you'll see at the top of page 2, we have a formation at 395 1/4, back to page 1. I'm doing that constantly through the sound file. And I imagine that's frustrating for anybody who's got just one screen. I'm sure many of them have adapted. They click to listen, they play it, and then they go back to the PDF file while it's playing. This isn't a huge deal, but I just want it, especially for future clients, that it's a user-friendly interface, that it's as user-friendly as possible. I do have an image from the, let's go here. I'm going to open this up, new window. For instance, rtechadvisory.com. I have this header image that you can embed at the top of this. At the top, I'm going to move this out of the way. So you could put that image at the top of this, at newsletter access area, so that it actually has a consistent look with the website itself. I think that's great. And I know there's going to be a few other things. But at least you know where I'm going for, what I'm going for. And I'm going to start umming because I think I've kind of finished everything I need to say for now. But I'm quite sure that in the next week or so, I'm going to have 1, 2, or 3 more other ideas or thoughts that I've already had that I forgot to express in this video. But at least I'd like to get the ball rolling. And just call or email if you have any questions. All right, and that's all I'm going to babble about.